I'm taking myself a quiet minute here. I mean, seriously. Let's let the madness begin, though. I don't want to build this, but I am going to build this. I was tasked by a friend of mine. We're going to call him Mr. J, or Mr. D, because his handle starts with a D, but yeah. Hopefully by the time I'm done with this, I'm over it. As in, like, I'm over it, because I feel like I've spent the last 3 months eating and breathing and shitting my ex-business partner's life and dealing with his equipment, and I'm kind of a little bit over it. Give you a little hint. This is our virgin Teflon chimney. Thank you for the help, Miss Michelle and Mr. Tony over at ICA, for hooking me up with the Teflon dude and getting that hooked up. Me and Michelle sat down. Come here. Me and Michelle sat down one day on the phone and went over all the diagrams for the chimneys, and they were all off dimensionally, and we changed them all around. So if you're wanting a real deal, and you're not afraid to spend like $100 for a real chimney, and you don't want to have zip ties holding your shit together, or hose clamps or whatever, I mean, that's a little bit underneath 1/2 inch thick. They make even thicker, like the one for my 40s, 1.5 inch thick virgin Teflon. I had them custom cut that one for my 40,000. They make really cool chimneys over at ICA. Way better than the IMAX stuff, and way better than taking a white cutting board and cutting it to fit the tube and then holding it together with zip ties. This is gay stuff. Another little hint. I need one of these. Those of you that know what this is, you know what this is. By the end of this video, I'm going to do this in 2 parts. Okay? I'm not going to do like last time where I did a 45-part miniseries and everybody slowly died on the inside as they watched it. We're going to go relatively quick, because I'm not going to spend 3 hours sitting here talking when I can be working on the project. These are brand stinking new. You don't even want to know how much these little beauties cost. I think that sucker right there is going to be our filament, probably. And this beautiful little guy here is going to be all of our low voltage stuff for our fans, and the fan and the blowers and the DC power supplies and all that kind of hip and jazz. But these are CT12s. They are 120 volt coil. This is also 120 volt coil. The other thing that you guys don't want to see how much these cost nowadays, this is an Allen Bradley 60C. That is a 100+ amp contactor. This is going to be our primary disconnect to the outside world, not a frickin' Home Depot soldered into the blades on the inside of the friggin' breaker on-off switch. We're going to use contactors like adults, and this is going to be for the soft start. This is our cabinet, of course. Let's see what's in here. Jesus. How the hell did I order this? Oh, okay. I thought it was 1. It is 2. All right. Whatever. This will work too. Just, you're never going to get this hot. I guarantee you that. It's the other half of our soft start circuit. Glow coil. Glow coil. Those are actual 110 heating elements. And this is how we're going to go about controlling our soft start circuit. All of our plate voltage is going to go through that. You guys have seen me use these before. Oh, I went out and bought all the metal work for this. This is our plate choke and our glitch choke. It will be when we're done. This here is our... This is just what I felt like dragging over here and putting on the table. I've got a whole bunch of shit that's still in the mail on its way here. Hasn't even thought about showing up here yet. It's coming soon. This is just, we're gonna get started. It's time for us to start. I gotta do this in 2 weeks. I think I can comfortably do that. This is our socket. Believe it or not. And over here, it's going to be everything from our filament choke pass-through material to our high voltage pass-through to I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence about something. Hold on, let me go get these. These have been in a box over here forever and ever and ever. Okay. I actually sniped these off Doc Adams. Doc Adams, pardon me. Not Duck, Doc. I don't know if I want to go with the traditional, let's drill a billion holes and solder shit together. Or if I just want to man up and use real big boy diodes that homeboy will never be able to get hot enough to do damage to. Like this particular set of diodes here is rated for, if I'm not mistaken, 20,000 volts at 5 amps a piece. So I don't know. We might incorporate these, we might not. I'm going to play with it. But I've got a full set of these, 2 sets actually, so I could set him over with some replacements, even though he'd never be able to wipe these out. And I guarantee you, this is going to rectify current a whole lot better than a little 10A, 10A and a couple strings of those. But the 10A, 10As we can make really small, right? And we mount on this red fiberglass board. These are a trick. They're designed to go through 2 slots. And then you've got a pin that comes in the back and they just sit there in place, and then you attach to them with regular soldered eyelets. These things are the shit. If I ever blew up the rectifier diodes in my big box for my 40, I was going to use these as replacements, because I'm not going to lie, hand bending all, what was on there, 1200 diodes that was on that board for that rectifier ring, because I did 4 strings and I set the string up for 15,000 volts. So each string per leg, each string had 30 diodes times 4 or 5 strings per leg times 4 strings. Yeah, a lot of goddamn diodes. I seen these and I went, ooh, commercial grade. I don't know, I want to throw the kitchen sink at it, because I am going to send this thing to the other side of the United States, and I honestly, I don't want to get the phone call saying, hey man, This little $2 girly part that you sent in here blew up, burned down, caught my pee-pee to catch on fire. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. There's a whole bunch of stuff in this box that goes along with those diodes. Anyhow, I don't know if I'm going to use these or not, but it's an option, right? Let's see here. Let's look at this. What's in this box, BBI? Razor blade down. Huh. There is a small fortune in this box. It's not like it was even 10 years ago when it comes to building with high quality components like this. I mean, 10 years ago, you could buy these contactors fairly cheap. You could buy the glow coils pretty cheap in relative comparison to today. So what did I pay for this? 300 and something bucks after taxes and shipping. And to me, it's well worth it. I would rather pay a little bit more. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I'd rather pay a little bit more to have the exact right oil-filled cap. Okay, they're neutralized. Then, and it'd be new. This is a new capacitor, new product. It's not like, oh, my buddy found this at Hamfest and it was a little oily on top, so we washed it off. But no, I think that cap still tests good. No, this is legit like a brand new oil filled. Just like what I used in the last two that I built. Has 16 UF at 7,500 volts. It's got non-PCB, sealed, and you can buy this from Henry Radio still. Thank God for them. Because, well, I mean, there's my buddy Chris, the guy that makes the socket, has got these cool little boards that you can build a filter board out of electrolytics, but dollar for dollar, ounce for ounce, this is really the best way to go. I mean, it really is. I mean, it, no joke, really is, in my opinion. And many others. Actually, I think you'd be hard-pressed to find an amp builder in the United States that would disagree with that. Instead of getting some cheap, used, bought at Hamfest, found on Nebraska sales, don't know what it's had exposed to it, has it been sitting in 200 degrees F-off heat and it's half dry, it's going to work when you build the amplifier, but 6 months from now it's going to break down. No, man. I have a problem with this. I pull this out, I send this to Henry, they give me a new one. You know? But all of this is for us to utilize this. I have no idea why Mr. Black bought this tube. I don't know. I don't know. He bought it for I don't know what. But it's here and we're going to make full use of it. So this is a Chinese 3000. But it's brand new, never been put in anything, brand new, still sealed in the box, brand new 3000. Brand new, as virgin as the Virgin Mary, I guess. I have no idea why he bought this. No clue. All I know is it was sitting there. I told the family I would dispose of it, and got to talking with my friend Mr. J, and he says, hell man, I just literally got hosed over by this other guy that was doing another thing for another thing, and he ended up getting drunk and shooting some hookers in the middle of the night or some crazy crap, and the box never got built. And I said, well, bro, let's step up and let it, instead of us standing around worried about this other guy that's a complete hose bag thiever job, let's let's just take this tube that we found from our friend. We'll buy it out from the family. And let's build you a kick-ass amp around it. And he goes, okay. So, now, that being said, I'm not a silly man. I've already called up a Conco, and I've got a brand new, rebuilt, a Conco iMac 3CX 3000A7 coming, just in case this one doesn't work. I want to have a backup plan. And hey, I don't know about you, I've never met a radio operator that's willing to pass up 3,000 for any price. Just saying. Just saying. Right? Just saying. Well, last but not least, just staying true to form, I feel very lucky in the sense that I was able to go out and purchase the exact same cabinet I used on the last two. So this is going to be a trio. We've got the Demon, which my buddy Kingpin's got, the Exorcist, which my buddy Spaceman's got, and now you guys are going to get to witness the birth of the Hellraiser. And we named it that because my buddy Frank literally wanted to set the sky on fire and raise hell with everything he did. So, sticking with the anti-demon or the demon theme, ladies and gentlemen, let's get on with the birth of the Hellraiser.